Oh, yeah. Because I'm shiny. What? Okay, honey, I'll be right with you. Oh, I know. Just a sec, honey. Okay. I got one free hand here. Okay. I'm gonna open that door for you, but I'm also gonna close the door, okay? Gonna get ready for the day. Ow, my leg. My leg. Hi. Cause I'm shiny. I don't even know the rest of that song. Cause I'm shiny. Hi. How's it going, Adam? Aw. Well, I'm here. It's actually kind of early. Actually, it's not. This is exactly the time it should be when should be even a little earlier when I'm getting ready for the day. Shandol! Come in, I'm getting ready for the day, kiddo. Come on. If I go out there, I'm gonna get cat hair on my face. Alright. Cool beans. Oh. Yeah. If I make it just a little thicker, it'll come off in one piece. I get such dry skin in the winter. How are you doing? Yeah. It'll come off in one piece. I think that might be enough. Actually, there's a little bit of acne going on over here. Over there. Okay. I. Find something to wipe these hands on now. Whatever will I use? Hey, how are you doing? Hi, Nia. I love you too. God bless you, ABC. God bless all of you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's Tupac. Yeah, I like Tupac. Yeah, he's good. I'm not wearing socks right now. Nope. In fact, socks, a new bag of socks is one of the first things I'm going to get when I finally find a job. God, that had to fall in my coffee. Damn it. Better drink that. Don't know how to make tea, huh? This is a face mask, my friend. It's not sweat. Doesn't even look like sweat, does it? No, I don't think so. No. I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. I mean, you can share here if you have any thoughts, any questions about that. And I don't know. I've never dealt with a homeless family member. I've had my best friend was homeless, but we kind of, you know, made our situations worse by being into the drugs together. It's coffee, my friend. It's not tea. And it's not grease. It's this stuff. It's a face mask, bro. Ever heard of one? I'm doing good, Gigi. Gigi Young, how are you doing? I'm not gonna wipe it. I'm gonna peel it off when it's dry. Maybe I am Patrick Bateman. Just, gosh, how does it go? How does it go? Gosh, I haven't seen that movie in so long, but my favorite part is that Huey Lewis in the news part. Hip to be square sounds so catchy. You know, actually, coffee does relate to that scene in that movie. You know, American Psycho, the part where he starts dancing to Huey Lewis. In that scene, in the actual scene, Christian Bale drank like 50 cups of coffee. Probably not that much, but he drank a lot of coffee. And that's why he was so amped up in that scene. When it's dry, when my face starts to feel a little tightened by the dryness, and then I can just peel it off. Once that's dry, I can peel it off. Right now it's wet. It's not gonna do much. Hey, how's it going? Mm. Yeah, you know, there was this one. I remember back when he got a lot of, I don't know, he got a lot of shit for being an asshole on set. He used to scream at people for distracting him, if you will. That's right. Mm. I've been clean as of February 28th, 2023, from heroin. Hope everyone's having a good year so far. He is a good actor. He is. He's a method actor for sure. I'm not sweaty. Yes, I am moisturizing. I'm using this face mask here. It's gonna dry and then I'm gonna peel it off. I shall become my final form. Oh, good for you, Mart. Sorry, I'm trying to see your name. It's hard to see right here. Okay, Marcelica. Awesome. I do like Biggie Smalls. Thank, thank you, Joseph. Sorry. Josie Sanders. Okay, Josie Sanders. Okay. Well, thank you. I should, I thought about that today. I need to go out and exercise. start to feel all kind of icky when I don't get exercise for a while. Hey Harris, today's been treating me good. Just got up. Shando's taking a little nap on the bed as we speak. Right, baby? Aw, he's just a muffin. He's just a tired big muffins. Aren't you, buddy? Hi. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna disturb. No disturbing that boy. No disturbing that boy. I'm proud of you, son. You're a soldier, my boy. Ready to go out there and fight like your old man. Red bone. He's got a bone on the ground there. It's not an actual bone. It's a toy. Soldier boy up in the hole. I'm not even gonna do that. That's such a dumb song. That is one of the dumbest songs that ever came out in my time. Well, maybe not. It is pretty dumb though. I'm not sweaty, dude. It's a face mask. Have you ever heard? You see girls do this stuff all the time on their TikToks. Please. Oh. See any good movies lately? No. Well, I saw Mr. Popper's Penguins. That was really good, but that was a little while ago. Lately? Gosh, what was the last movie I saw? I don't even remember. Damn. It's good to see you too, Mike. And yeah, Shando really helps me out. Oh, I want it to snow here. I want it to snow here. Usually we get up to like every, it seems like at intervals we have a snowy winter. And usually if it's gonna be worth playing in, making snowmen, all that, it gets up to 3 inches at the most usually. And people can't even drive. They complain about it. It used to be like when I was little, everyone wanted to play in the snow. Now I don't see any kids out there playing. And that should tell you something. When I was little, back in 1997, 8, 9, 2000 even, kids wanted to go out and play in the snow. They were all excited and amped up to go play in the snow. Now it's like, it's just dead out there. 3 inches isn't that bad. But yeah, that's the most that we usually get in, around our area of Oregon. I'm sure there are other places in Oregon where it snows a lot more. I wouldn't mind living somewhere where seasons are just, a little more variable, a little prettier. I mean, we have some pretty seasons, but there are some places where each season has its own distinct personality. Like, I mean, here it's like they do have their own distinct personalities, but usually we have such a long period of where it's just gray and dark and rainy. Sometimes it's not even rainy, it's just dark and gray and damp. I mean, here at this time of year, it gets dark at like 5 o'clock, 4:30 even. I don't know who Gracie Abrams is. I'm gonna look that up. Gracie Abrams. I think I might though. Isn't she in like a lot of TV shows or something? Like Gracie Williams. Gracie Williams. I don't freaking know. I cannot think of the face. Oh, stop it. Okay. Gracie. Who? Gracie who Williams? William. Oh. Abrams. Not Williams. Abrams. Okay. Isn't she an actress too? No, I guess not, so I don't know much about her. Maybe if I heard her music, I would know. It's too bad I can't play any of her music right now, because I'm really going to try to avoid getting copyrighted anymore. It seems like, yeah, I got to be really careful about that. Ah. Well, she has a nice style. I can see that. I wouldn't mind winter if it was beautiful and snowy, and I got a paid time off. Oh yeah, that would have to be a must. Paid time off. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what's so funny, Dustin? Yeah, my mom didn't approve of Britney Spears when I was little. Yeah, like totally disapproved of Britney Spears because she thought she was like, she didn't want for us girls to start dressing like her, you know? I mean, this was at a time when I was forced to wear dresses and only dresses. I mean, I did, that was one of the only things I rebelled against as a kid. I was like, at some point in my life, I was like, oh, no, I want to be able to climb trees. I want to be able to do things because I was a tomboy and I wanted to do things and I couldn't when I was forced to look like Laura Ingalls Wilder all the time, or at least I didn't think I could. I mean, back in the 1800s when it was just normalized and for women to only wear dresses, then little girls running around at the playground with their dresses like no problem. But as a little girl, there was this one incident where I was at the skating rink and my dress flew up, and I got made fun of for that until I was a teenager by yours truly. But gosh, I'm not even gonna mention whom. But that was super embarrassing, and I mean, it's not like you can't play and be rough, like rough house or whatever in a dress, but it's a lot more comfortable. That's why I loved overalls so much. I could hang upside down without my shirt flying up, and I was a pretty modest kid. In fact, I think I mean, dresses give more access to people who want to harm us, if you know what I mean. They grant more access. I mean, they look more modest, they look more ladylike, they look more feminine. They make us walk more feminine, they make us sit more feminine a lot of times. But, I feel more confident in pants, if you know what I mean. I feel like I can run, I feel like I can more easily save myself. It's like wearing an appropriate pair of shoes. Of course, I could run like the wind if I had a good pair of shoes. It doesn't matter what else I'm wearing. However, I do have a skirt. I do have this one skirt where I can't walk my dog in this skirt. I cannot take any, and I have a long stride. I'm pretty lanky. I got a long stride, so when I walk in this skirt, it's like a robot. Well, no, yours truly wasn't who I was referring to. Because I was not making fun of myself. I was trying to forget about that incident. I was like, what? How old was I? I was younger than 8 years old. I was under 8. Because I remember, the one thing I remember from that time was the dress I was wearing. It was like a purple and navy blue striped dress, kind of thick. Oregon. I love running. I love running, especially on summer nights. For some reason, there's just something about running um, in the summer night. I don't know what it is. It just like my lungs feel way more exhilarated at that particular time. I might just paint my nails here. Wow. This is supposed to be ballerina pink. I already have nail polish under here. It's like, huh, it's gonna kind of look marbled. Oh. Well, I'm from Oregon. I don't know if I have an accent, but maybe it does sound like I have an accent to others who aren't from here. No, I'm from Oregon. And some people think I have a little bit of a twang to my voice or whatever, kind of like a southern twang a little bit, which is kind of funny because I've never even been to the South. But my mom is from the South. She's from Kentucky. I've got her side of the family's from that area. They have southern accents. So I don't know, like I haven't even seen those people in over a decade. I kid you not. I mean, way over, not maybe even 15 years, practically half my life. I haven't seen them since I was like 17 or 18. And so them would, because they're actually not that. I mean, some of those people aren't that cool. Aren't cool at all, to be honest. I'll never forgive my cousin. But that's that. I mean, I'm kind of glad I barely know her. Just heard, just happened to, oh, I wonder whatever happened to that girl. And then I see her mugshot on Facebook. And it's like I don't judge people for mistakes they've made, but sometimes there's an exception. And for me, the exception is when a child gets harmed in the process. If I were dealing with, I mean, even now, it's like I really want children, but there's no way in hell that I'm gonna go. I mean, for one thing, I don't even have a boyfriend. But even so, even if I had all the wherewithal to have a kid and all that, if I'm still using that Suboxone, if I'm still using Suboxone, there's no way I'm pregnant. If I'm on something, if I'm on any type of opioid, no, thank you. I'm gonna wean down from that. I'm gonna wait until I am completely healthy. Not only that, but Suboxone supposedly it calcium destroys your bones, makes your bones weaker. So does getting pregnant. So imagine that combined with taking the Suboxone, man. I might even lose all my teeth if I did that while I'm on Suboxone. So, you know, I would love to have kids someday, absolutely. And I know I'm getting older, but that's one of those things I gotta do. Number one, I've gotta get off of that Suboxone. Shit. I am winning down, though. I'm doing a pretty good job of it. That one might need another layer. Oh, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm sorry. I'm painting my nails here. Let me just your message here. Which one are you referring to? Well, God bless you too. I don't know which song you're referring to. Yeah. Oh, I see. Michigan, yeah, I've gotten Midwestern too. It's funny, 'cause I've never even been to the Midwest. Well, I have been to Michigan once, yes, when I was 18, but I only went there because I almost became a nun, believe it or not. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Goodness, I don't know how I'm gonna do this when more and more people start chatting. Yeah, absolutely, trucking dog. I agree. I should not be in a hurry for that sort of thing ever. It's always best to work on oneself and stay focused. Stay focused on what, you know, keeping a wary eye, and yeah, settling can get us into trouble. Settling and desperation, not a good thing. Not a good thing. So guys, I'm not trying to ignore anyone, okay? I'm focused on doing this and painting my nails at the same time. My name is Anne, and for one thing, I cannot sing to save my life. Yeah, I stopped doing antidepressants a little while ago, because I found that the methylene blue seems to help me a little. Supposedly that stuff's good for your brain, good for your brain. I don't know how exactly, but it does make me feel a little better. It makes me feel cognitively energized in a way. Methylene blue. I hate the way it starts with the word meth, but it's called methylene blue. It kind of became more of a well-known, more of a mainstream thing. Hey, this is going so fast, guys. It's become more mainstream ever since someone saw RFK do it on a plane. RFK, he's got to have like titanium braces or something in his throat, and he has to get like Botox injections in his throat every few months or so. You can look this up. I might be a little inaccurate on that. That's that sort of condition. Usually it's rare, I think, and it usually only happens to people who do a lot of public speaking. Which that would make sense. I can only imagine how much public speaking he's done then, because I don't hear any others, public speakers, politicians, celebrities having that issue with their larynx or whatever. It's not a brain virus. He's a very smart guy, and he's cognitively, you know, all there and everything. You know, nothing wrong with his brain. It's just the poor guy even said himself that he feels sorry for people who have to listen to him. And honestly, I just find him very endearing. I find him very endearing. And he was so handsome when he was younger. He had such a smooth way of speaking, too. Very good speaker. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing? See, guys, I'm painting my nails here. I don't mean to ignore anyone, so. I am relatively new to live streaming, so when I see so many so much activity, it takes me by surprise a little bit. So yeah, I appreciate the engagement. I really do, guys. I can't even tell you. Now this is gonna have to dry. Oh no, I gotta fix that. Fucking A. Let's think about this nail polish here. Kind of, I don't know. Takes a little while. Eh. Ha 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 ha. Whoa, ha 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 ha. Thank you. I like Tupac. Who's your favorite hip hop artist? He's not my favorite hip hop artist, but I like him a lot. I like Jurassic 5. Do you guys like Jurassic 5? Have you ever heard of them? Lil Wayne is pretty good. I think Lil Wayne got Nicki Minaj famous too. They were friends or something. I could be wrong about that. That could have been some fake news I heard a while back. I love Michael Jackson. I don't think I've ever even been to Redmond. You know, I'm closer to the Portland area. Closer to that area. I just get on the train and go. Go there if I need to. Or stay. Oh. Oh, you're judging me. Only God can judge me. Meaning either only God or no one. Yeah. Because I'm wearing this face mask and it is pretty much dry, but I just freaking painted my nails and now we gotta wait. At least it's not a big ass layer. In the meantime, I'm gonna have a little methylene blue. And then I'm gonna become Superman. Become Superman right after that. Look at my big ass mug. Call this a mug? Whoa. Stay away, stay away. Is this gonna dry or what? Oh, I'm telling you to loosen up my buttons, bro. But you're frowning on. Sorry, no. I said nothing comes to loosen up my buttons, bro. I'm sure to frowning on. Sorry, no. I said nothing to picture. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, guys. Lemon juice? Why lemon juice? I mean, I know lemon juice is healthy. I drink it with a straw, though, because it's probably not the best for my teeth. Voodoo dolls? I only want the best for everyone. I used to drink a lot of lemon, like alkaline drink, you know, like lemon juice and water with some apple cider vinegar from, you know, from the mother. Has to be, have that culture in there. And a little cayenne pepper. A little bit of honey, too, sometimes. I haven't been to church today, no. No, I'd probably, if I'm going to go today, it's probably going to be a little later. Well, for some reason, that stuff, even though it doesn't taste good, like I want to drink it super fast. It's kind of weird. Say my name, say my name. Yeah, I love honey. I have to have that in my yogurt, in my plain yogurt. Okay, let's see if I can get this off my face now. Without wrecking my nail polish, thank you very much. Let's see if oh, it's still a little wet. Read what? Read what? Read what? Oh, about Osho? Sorry. No, well, what does that stand for? It's very, very familiar. I'm thinking like Oregon Science and Health something. Yes, it's Patrick Bateman. Haha. Huh. Osho. I don't know who Osho is, if that's who you're referring to. I just painted my nails, that's it. But this is a face mask. It's for moisturization shit. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm becoming my final form. Ow. Oh, 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 oh. What are you doing, Shandor? What are you doing? You're a sweet boy. Why you cry, honey? You hear people walking around out there? Okay. Okay, I'll open that door for you. One sec. Oh. Okay, honey. It's a little bit under my eye that didn't want to leave. Okay, kiddo. I'm a coming. All right. Oh, it's so satisfying taking it off my eyebrows here. It comes off in one piece sometimes. Oh, yeah. Oh, my nice fresh nail. Oh, well, it looks fine. Looks fine. So, yeah, I had trouble trying to live stream my video game last night. I just could not get it so that you see the game I'm playing, and then you have the chat and whatever, my face down there in the bottom corner of the screen. I could not figure out how to do that. I thought that maybe it was working and I was just like playing games, but all you guys were able to see was basically my face. And that sucks. That sucks. It's just me sitting there talking to myself, basically. I like to answer your questions, Uh-oh, sheesh. Sorry, guys. Chat was all the way up there. Yes, take that, lizards and reptiles. And no, I'm not hungry, Rizzo. I just had my dinner, my lunch, actually. Oh, man. Hello, Clarice. Thanks. Thanks, Bossy. That's very nice of you to say to me. My features have changed slightly. Bo Pucky. OBS, do I have? Oh, yeah. I just downloaded that. I just got into OBS Studio. I'm probably not using it right. There's probably something I'm missing. I'm missing one step. It's like freaking math to me. I miss one step and I just can't figure it out. There's got to be one step. I don't understand computer language very well, honestly. I would love to take a class or something so that I'm very knowledgeable about, how to set things up computer-wise, how to fix things, how to, It's just, it's not always convenient when I gotta rely on, you know, a more technically savvy person to help me, especially when I can't always rely on them. It's probably just, one little thing that I need to be taught. Probably just one little step, one little problem that I'm not seeing, I'm sure there are lots of tutorials on YouTube too. I get a little impatient. I just want it to get to the point. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I know that. Get to the point where get to the part where that I'm missing, It's okay. Let's see here. Skincare. Oh. Hey, I'm doing good, Brian. How are you? Okay. Yeah, I haven't even been to Reddit in so long. I should do that more. I should go to Reddit for instructions. People can be very helpful there. there are just so many resources on Reddit, so many subreddits that have probably like 150 subreddits about drinking water alone. Thank you. Oh no, you missed it. I'm sorry. Next time. Next time. It's just a part of my routine. I don't do it every day, but I miss that other face mask I had. It seemed to work a lot better. Not the gold one. Not the gold one. That stuff stinks. Smells like paint. It smells like chemical. Make sure I don't completely mess this up. Yeah, again, I get really dry skin in the winter, so I try to take good care of my skin. I try to drink lots of water. Hey, buddy, I'm getting ready for the day and stuff. I know. He's such a sweet boy, but he can be a bit of a mama's boy too. Always needing his mama. Always needing to be with mama. Poor baby. Oh, snappage. Time to get rid of this person. This is just wrong. This is just wrong. Here. Report. Harassment. Oh yeah, hate speech. Hate speech. Yep. You, Little Leaf, are being blocked. Because I don't know, man. I'm afraid that YouTube's just going to see that one end comment and think, well, that doesn't constitute, being, being an asshole. But guess what? It does. They need to look at this whole chat and see that you are being inappropriate. Yeah, I am blocking that spammer. I blocked him. I actually did. I reported him. Hey, okay, Shando, I'll be right there. 1 sec. Honey bear, I'm getting ready for the day stuff. Come on in, buddy. Yeah. Come here. You let me close my door now? Okay. Let me close my door. Oh, you're a sweet boy. You're a sweet boy, Shando. You're good. You're the goodest. Yeah, come here. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Come here. Come here, buddy. He wants me to do something. What you doing? Shando? Come here. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're my prince. Yeah, you see I'm painting my nails and stuff. Yeah, you probably didn't like the smell of that. Wow, you're gonna play with your toys? You gonna play with your toys? What you got under there? Did you lose your toy under my small little bag of laundry here and here? Put away. Okay, let's see. I don't see any. Oh, here's a toy. Here's a toy for you, buddy. Yeah, there, go play with that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you play with that. Oh my goodness. What city do I live in? I'm sorry, man. I'm not. Why? I'm not gonna tell you which city I live in, man. No way, no way, no how. No, I'm not telling you. That's not a smart thing to do. I'm not gonna be doxing myself. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, there's an awful lot of virtue signaling, that's for sure. Yeah, I have a hard time with the weed myself. It's tempting. Hmm. Yeah, a lot of people do get worked up over small things. That's for sure. That's for sure. It's a lot of, first world problems and virtue signaling and just self-righteous entitlement. Deal with that a lot. I'm not working right now, no. I'm looking for a job. Mm. Yeah, well, I mean, usually smart people don't go around saying they're smart all the time. I've never thought I was that smart, honestly. I wish I was smarter. I always thought that my life would be a lot easier if I were actually a very smart person. Whoopsie. Oh no, stop it. Mm. What bad habits are we breaking? Um, well, I've been, I talk about my addiction to heroin and all that, but surely there are habits that I would like to break. There's always some bad habit I'm replacing with another bad habit. Um, I would like to not be as compulsive. I would like it to not give in to temptation. Like, say, if someone's drinking bourbon right there on New Year's, I'd like to be able to avoid that if I see it on the counter. I'd like to be stronger in that sense. Hmm. Yeah. And yeah. Well, also there are various types of intelligence too. I don't think intelligence works the way people have, been thinking about it for a long time, in that, like, you got to have logic and math smarts in order to be considered intelligent. A lot of people seem to have that view. Got to be like completely like you got to be left brain to the maximum to be considered super intelligent. But I've known people or have really good speaking and communication skills, right? That that's often, how you present yourself. People will be like, "Oh, that person's really smart because they know how to carry a sentence real well," or, but some people have real nervousness and some, not socially inclined. A lot of big nerds aren't too socially inclined, but they're really good with what they do. There are so many different types of intelligence. You can't just say. I know a lot of I've known some very, very, very smart people who weren't good at math. They weren't good at math whatsoever, but very intelligent when it came to topics like, you know, uh, philosophy, languages, English, um, writing, other things, creative. Yeah, I think it's good to have to learn good social skills, but just because you're a little bit lacking in that doesn't mean that you're not intelligent by any means. I mean, I was homeschooled, so I missed out on a lot of social cues growing up. I learned a lot of that when I started going to college. And actually, when I started going to college, when I first started going to college, I got D's and C's because I'd miss classes. I was, you know, my eating disorder was ravaging me. I I uh I had no confidence in myself whatsoever. My teacher, my Japanese teacher at the time, she came up to me and told me, you know, you're not, I got a D, and she told me, you're not stupid at all, Anne. You just have no confidence in yourself. And that stuck with me. And you know, I just tried and tried, and eventually I took a little break and I came back and started taking geology courses. And that's when, you know, it was like my second year or so, I think. I think it was my second year. Or it could have been like the third semester. Getting A's, you know, I started getting all good grades. And it's because, you know, I was attending all my classes. I had confidence finally. I was really enjoying what I was studying. So I started to do really well. And, you know, I that was community college. And then I went to you know, actual university, and I got all A's there, practically. Some B's. I have a GPA of like 3 3.78, I think. So, you know, it's like, you know, grades and all that. What I'm saying is, like, grades don't define intelligence. Someone's grade does not dictate if whether they're intelligent or not. Yeah, but that's what I'm basically saying is, like, whether you have A's, B's, D's, that's not an indicator of someone's intelligence necessarily. You never know what someone's dealing with in their life to make them, you know, not perform well at school. It could be anything. There could be terrible things going on behind closed doors in their household, or, you know, that we don't know about. For, you know, it's like I got in, I worked at a co-op when I was like how old was I? Like 22, 21, 22. And I worked in the deli for a little time, and it was really hectic. But I didn't perform well because, I mean, people were wondering why, because at first I was doing fine, but eventually I lost, I fell behind, and I could not deal with all the stress in the crowded kitchen. And I became claustrophobic, and I had to hide certain things. I had to lie about certain things. I had to lie about the bruises on my cheek. The reason why I wasn't performing well at work was because my boyfriend was hitting me and beating me. So, or my ex. So you know, like I didn't want him to get in trouble. That's how fucked up I was back then. I was like trying to protect him. I would never do that now. If anyone treated me that way now, they would regret it. I hope he regrets ever treating me that way now, but like they would regret it, because I would expose them. But yeah, I lost that job. I lost that job because I could not perform anymore. And then I started working at Anna Bananas, the little local cafe, oldest standing cafe in Portland until they shut down just a year ago. I miss that place. It was like a family. You know, it was always a place I could lean back on if I ever decided to move on and try something else. They told me, you know, if you ever want to come back, our doors are always open to you. So there was always a way I could make money before they shut down on. So yeah, I'm really trying to find a job now. I'm probably gonna apply for a few on Indeed today, and I'll try to find other venues. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Maddie. Yeah, wisdom's what's most valuable. Learning from our mistakes and learning from our experiences. Because you can be knowledgeable in one thing, but it's not always gonna, you know, it's not always gonna be useful in every situation. But I think that having an innate, or not even innate, but like wisdom from experience and all that, that's almost always valuable. It's not copious amounts. It's different layers of creams. I have this vitamin C serum. I applied that before, followed by this propolis light cream. And it's actually the first ingredient in it is propolis extract, which is cool. This stuff here, almost done with it. But I've had it for like almost a year, so I make it last. I don't use too much. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. It's for keeping the face nice and moisturized so that, you know, my skin gets dry in the winter. Oh, I must have like some of that face mask in my hair. Well, thank you. I'm letting it grow out, so it's a little uneven. Yeah. And now I've got that weird bang thing going on here. Can I hold a baby? Yeah, why? I was a heroin addict. Yeah, I was a heroin junkie. And I've been clean since February 28, 2023. I was addicted for 6 years, most of which were very miserable. So seriously. I'm glad I'm not in that predicament right now. Glad I have my Shando. I have potential on my side. I have some potential. It isn't too late for me. It's not too late for you either. If you guys are struggling with addiction, it is never too late. I mean, there are some drugs where it is harder to, you know, come back from. But it's, you know, I've known people who were addicted to meth for a long time and they managed to get out of it when they stopped doing it. I know, it's easier said than done, but it's not hopeless. Know that. Well, thank you. Yes, absolutely. And knowing that I can find happiness again in life, knowing what it feels like to be in love and to be happy and to enjoy God's beautiful planet. Either I choose heroin and discard everything in life, or I choose everything and discard heroin. What do you think I'm gonna choose? I'm gonna choose the latter, by far. By a, you know, I'm gonna choose the latter. It's just, here's just a little bit tug in there. Hey. I was addicted for 6 years. Tweakles. Oh my gosh. You know what? I started out smoking it, and I did a lot of just sniffing it up my nostril. But then, like 3 years after doing all that, I started injecting. And that's why I've basically lost all the veins in my arm. It took an ultrasound machine, and even that wouldn't help. The doctors, they had to tell me to go home and drink plenty of water so they can find a vein. They still couldn't find any, no matter how much water I drank the next day. And so so I had to tell them to go for my foot, and they did. Even though it's not the safest, it's like at least there's less risk of hitting an artery, like there was. It's pretty awful to have to go through that now. And you know, I have no one to blame but myself for ever touching that shit. And no, I mean, I did cocaine a couple times. I don't know. But just so you guys know, this channel, the very purpose of it is to help people dealing with addiction and to talk through it. Yeah. I wouldn't say weed was a gateway, but I did do that long before it. Like when I was 20, I started doing that. No, I wouldn't say that was a gateway. Whether I tried weed or not, I would have, you know, my social anxiety was really bad, and when I complained about it, someone offered me the heroin, and I just took it. That would have happened regardless, unfortunately. Not only that, but I had already had such a long break from weed before I ever tried that stuff. I didn't have any money for it at the time. Student housing was so expensive. In fact, student housing costed more than my tuition and every other expense associated with the college combined. It was stupid. At that time, I did not, you know, I would have done anything to live anywhere else, you know. was always a problem. Always a problem with like financial aid and housing. I don't want to miss you guys, okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how, like, I even had a nurse or doctor come in, and they specialized in drawing blood and poking veins, and even they couldn't find it, even when they used an ultrasound machine. So I had to insist, you can go for a little big vein on my bony foot, and they did that. Oh, well, King, it sounds to me like you're trying to, like that last comment was very inappropriate. And there's no way I'm gonna go off and chase the dragon with you or anyone for that matter. David? Are you talking to me? We hooked up? Well, I don't remember anyone named David. I don't think I've ever dated a David. And I don't know you, King Difference. I don't think I do. I mean, how would I know? Could be anyone. Okay. Well, I've tried blocking him. He keeps coming back. Like, I don't know. Frickin'. I don't know. The first name that came to mind was Rasputin. I don't know why. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. Yes, bossy. I will try to block them if I can here, because they're not being appropriate. Yeah, troll. Big troll. Let's see. How about timeout? 24-hour timeout. Yep. I put them in timeout at the very least. I reported them and I put them in timeout, okay? Because they're being very inappropriate. Thank you. Thank you, Pavel. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, there should be a nuke option. Heck yeah. Yep. A parasite indeed. Do I play COD? I don't know. No, I don't. Don't know what that is. Thank you. Yeah, don't worry about that. Maybe when I was 25, I would have been a little, less mature, a little more naive. I mean, I was naive enough to go do heroin simply because, I'm anxious. I need something to help me. Oh my gosh, I trust these people. I'll do it with you. Ugh. Now it's like, shit doesn't faze me. Doesn't faze me. It's what I come to expect from the internet. Why do you keep calling me a snow bunny, you weirdo? Don't even know what the hell that even implies. I'm telling you guys. I don't know what the hell that implies, but I have an idea. I have an idea. Sorry, I'm not a snow bunny, and I don't have what you're thinking I have. Gosh. You really think I want to jeopardize my future? Shit, maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. Any advice for anxiety? When I was meditating consistently every day, that seemed to help, but even so, like my anxiety is really bad. I'm looking for answers too, to be honest. I'm looking for answers to how to deal with my anxiety as well. I should be praying more. I know I should be praying more. Sometimes my anxiety leaves me stilted, and sometimes I don't even know. Like I'd say just dive into whatever distracting activity, whatever's going to give your mind something to focus on. I find having something to focus on really helps with my anxiety. And it's hard to initiate. It's hard to start, especially when it's something new. For me, my anxiety goes away when I start playing video games. My anxiety goes away when I start getting into a good drawing. Okay. I didn't know that, Tony. I didn't know what a snow bunny was. Okay, that's funny. Sorry. I know I'm not a snow bunny, but you know, I mean, I've seen some pretty cute guys, but like, no. I mean, race doesn't matter to me. It just, matters on the person and whether we have chemistry or not. Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't thinking that other form before. Someone else brought it up, and I was like, "Oh, is that what they're referring to?" But yeah, I was thinking when they said that, I was thinking like the idea that came to mind was like Playboy Bunny or something. YouTubing seems to be helping with my anxiety a little bit because it's nice being able to talk with you guys and start my day off. I'm finding these live streams have been helping my channel a lot, which gives me a boost of confidence. I wanna thank you guys. I mean, I owe that to you guys, the viewers, and I really, really thank you for that. I almost feel guilty asking people to subscribe to my channel, but it's kind of what you gotta do, right? I mean, there are YouTubers who straight up say, like, subscribe to my channel now. Like, and I'm all like, please. Oh. No, well, addiction, anything worth. I mean, maybe addiction has helped me to adapt in certain ways to. I don't, honestly, I no. I'd rather be free of it. It can be it's like a crutch or a prison or what have you. It's never fun to be truly addicted to something. Oh, thank you, Adam. Will I give you an album to listen to for the rest of the day? Oh my gosh. Well, have you ever, you know, Creedence Clearwater Revival? Um, Arthur Gunn does such a good rendition of, what song was it? Have you ever seen the rain? I think that's what it's called. Arthur Gunn does such a gorgeous raw rendition of that song. Hey, Bossy, who are you referring to there? Oh, King Difference. What the fudge? Why is he back? Like, YouTube doesn't think he's being inappropriate? Because when he says really inappropriate things, often he tries to be discreet in such a way so that YouTube won't be able to detect him. That's why he goes N-I-G. You know what I mean? What a jerk. Okay, I'll try blocking him again. It's not gonna, like, damage my channel here. It's not gonna make YouTube, you know, I'm not gonna get hurt here if I block someone too many times, someone that YouTube doesn't seem to be taking notice of because they don't, I don't know, they don't see what we're seeing here, probably. He's being a real jerk. Do something about this. Okay, time to block. Sorry, little jerk. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're here again. And I don't, gosh, you're a creep. Okay, let's see. Report. Harassment and hate speech. Harassment and bullying, no. Okay, I'll check out the hamster dance song. I don't have a pimp. Yeah, I reported him too, man. Like, he's being real creepy. And yeah, I tried banning him, or I reported him. Can I straight up ban him? Like, just is there a ban button, not just report? Let me see. Oh my gosh. I can put him in timeout. I tried doing that. I tried putting him in timeout for 24 hours. That didn't even work. Maybe if I remove this motherfucker. Oh, well, I deleted a message. Shit. Yeah. I have no idea, Tony. I have no idea, because I've been doing it. No, we shouldn't be friends, King Difference, because you're being a weirdo. I don't know any weirdos like you. And if I do know you, you're showing your true colors. Why don't you tell me your real name so that I'll know who the hell I'm dealing with? Probably won't, though. I probably don't know who the hell you are. Just an obscure person who's so insecure that they gotta go online harassing young women. I mean, I'm not that young, but still. Yeah, I don't know any Steve Davis. Oh, God, what a creep. I don't know you. Even so, man, I've known some really sketchy dudes who they come out acting all, courtly. They come out trying to court me, trying to get into my pants, doing everything, giving me anything they can to get what they want. And once they've gotten what they want, they turn around and treat me like sheesh, like crap, like my ex did. He did that. Hi, bossy. I see you, man. What is my favorite cereal? Dude, I'm sorry if I missed that. If I missed it, it was because I was immersed in what my routine here. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. My favorite cereal of all time is I love cream of wheat and I love grape nuts. I like grape nuts and cream of wheat. My favorite hot cereal is cream of wheat, and my favorite cold cereal is grape nuts. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Bossy. I don't know what to do about him. I've tried blocking him for, I've tried reporting him for various instances. I know you're joking, G Valley. Somehow I can tell when people are joking here and when they're being just inappropriate. The name, hi Joshua. My moderator's here. Hello, hello, hello. His name is King something. King something. Let's see. King. Ooh, have you gone to delete his shit already? King Difference 2. Yeah. No, I don't know how they can live with themselves, Bossy. I don't know how they can live with themselves. He knew how naive I was. He took advantage of that. King Diff. More like King Biff. Hi. Yep. Nice. Hi, Shane. How do you change your habits for the better? Whoa. Hey. I was gonna answer Shane's question there. Whoa, is everyone getting deleted or what? What's going on here? Why is everyone getting deleted? Yeah, I mean, I'm not deleting him. Yeah, my mod's putting in the work. I don't know why he's deleting everything though. Justin, why are you deleting so many messages? You don't have to delete all of them. Yeah, he might be. I don't know, like if it's just being really strict or what, but I mean, actually, he did get really flirty with me after I made him my mod, so I don't know. But I don't know. He seems nice. He seems nice. I'm gonna give him a chance. Just Justin, you don't have to delete all the messages. I appreciate it. I really do. You will mod the mod. It's fine. Just I wanted to answer that guy's question. I wasn't really able to. I mean, I could look at it. Just I'm not gonna go back. But how do I overcome anxiety? I think that was the question. That's hard. But what do I? Wait a minute. I already answered that question. It was a different question. It's okay. It's okay. If anyone has any questions they'd like to ask me, go ahead. Okay, well, how do I overcome anxiety? Is this a ministry? I meditate and I exercise, play video games, or make art. Those things help with my anxiety. But oftentimes I know how hard that is. I just want to chill out in my bed. And that's never good because then I'm alone with my anxious thoughts and I feel guilty. I need to do something productive. Yeah, sometimes you just can't handle it. You gotta sink in there with your feelings. But be aware of what's going on. Have some self-awareness at the very least. Breathing exercises do work. Meditation with yoga, that's good. Hey guys, I gotta go use the restroom. Be right back. You knew I was coming back. You knew Mother was coming back. Hi, dear. You're such a sweetheart. Oh, my. Huh. What are you going to ask me? And what? I'm not sniffing anything. Yeah, I washed my hands. Weirdo. What was it that helped me get off of using? Nothing specific, just hitting rock bottom, which it should never take, losing everything, being suspended from my job and a lot, all that stuff for me to quit using heroin. But yeah, I hit rock bottom. Things got really bad. My best friend died. Then I relapsed. That made it really hard. And I OD'd a few times. So I knew I could foresee a future that wasn't very bright. And I want to live. I want to live a good life. I know it's not over for me. So I prayed, and I know God answered me, and I feel like I have another chance, and I want to be in control of my destiny in life, so to speak. I do want to get a job, that's for sure. Why am I so serious? Because we're talking about drug addiction, my friend. I'm not always serious, to be honest. I can be a little goofy sometimes. What helped me get off of using? Hope, meditation, family, friends who supported me. Going to meetings helped me out a little. Having a really good drug counselor helped me out. I had a really good drug counselor. I'm 35. I'm almost 35. I'll be 35 in February. Oh, changing habits. Well, it takes supposedly it takes 30 days to change, to create or break a habit. Yeah. So, I mean, it takes determination and willpower and wanting something else for yourself in life. No, I'm not high. I'm actually not high. I'm gonna do some pretty eye makeup today. Huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, thank you, bossy. Yeah, I'm 35 almost. I'm almost 35. That's crazy. That's crazy. Time really does fly. I have Shando. Shando's my dog. Yes, I do think there is a God. I was agnostic for 10 years too. I was raised Catholic, went to college, became agnostic, and then I started doing the drugs after all that. And then when I started to get clean, when I tried to get away from the drugs, I prayed to God. I turned to God, and I know for a fact He's filled me with strength. I am an auntie to someone. My sister has kids. Yeah. Mm. No, I'm an auntie, bossy. Yes, I'm a female, so I'd be an auntie. Should I use this stuff? This stuff's nice. I love this color. It's easy. Yep, strength, love, resilience, and self-respect, my friend. Gotta have self-respect. Yeah, that isn't nice, bossy. I thought you were nice, but that wasn't a nice thing to say. It's alright, got a stronger jawline than some. That must be super disturbing to some men. Only the men with weak jawlines are gonna say anything about it. When are we ever gonna evolve past this nonsense? Nonsense, I tells you. Nonsense. If someone ever corrects me and demands that I refer to someone as Zimzer, I'm sorry. I'm not going to conform to that mind control. That's what it is. It's an effort to control language, ergo, controlling the mind. Because we operate on language. No idea how much them radicals are trying to control everybody. What did you say? Say what? That's right. Scare them away. Scare them boys away. Kidding, kidding. I want the boys to flock to me, only if they're nice. Well, isn't that wishful thinking? Isn't that a dream come true? No, don't get me wrong. I think there are really good guys out there. I just have to be vigilant. Yeah. Well, you know, I every day I try to get over my anxiety too. That's kind of one of my goals here. Meditation and breathing does help. It does help. Also journaling. And I want to get into scrapbooking. That sounds like something I would really have a good time with. I mean, I have been, but not that much. Not that much. I need to get more into that because I really love scrapbooking when I'm actually in the groove, when I'm in the middle of it. Yeah, anxiety's awful. It's like between anxiety and depression, I think I'd rather have anxiety. But it's like, ah, man, it's so hard. It's so hard, man. But at least anxiety might, yeah, motivate me a little bit. Whereas depression just strips me of all motivation and hope and, yeah. Focusing on work helps me out too, which is why I'd love to have a job. Or make money somehow. But I sure would love to have a job that I enjoy. And I've thought about being a librarian in my life, but it's probably not a good idea now, because who knows when that's all going to end, when people are going to just... I hope they don't tear down the libraries, but is it really a stable job to consider these days? I don't know. Everything's going to be taken over by these computers here. What jobs did I have? I worked at... First job I got was... Well, not a job, but I volunteered for a float shop. It was basically float tanks. People would get into this capsule, which was filled with this water with a lot of like Epsom salt in it. And so you'd be floating in this water tank. I'd get free floats for doing that. That was pretty cool because it was like $90 per 1 hour session. That was worth it. That was worth it. And then I painted the interior for like $50 or something. After that, I got a job at a co-op. Got Food Front Co-op. They shut down. And then after that, I got a job at Anna Bananas. There was this one place. They shut down too. because they were crazy. Like their boss and everything was crazy. He went mayhem and just started accusing every one of his employees left and right for anything that went down. So having that dynamic between the employees and the boss wasn't a good thing. But I kept going over there to see if they'd be hiring again and again. I'd never had experience with coffee at that point in time. This was like 2013. And so I got rejected a few times, but then I came in and asked them, hey, have you had any luck? Have you looked at my application? They're like, well, okay, we'll hire you, we'll train you. And for 2 weeks, he really tried. It was like he wanted me to screw up because he gave me work that would not be expected for a beginner. For the first time in my life, I was dealing with the register, an espresso machine for the first time, which was a good learning experience because it helped me get the Anna Bananas job later. But I had that, and I had to make crepes. It was a creperie. So I was learning how to do all that, do the register, do the espresso machine, and talk to customers when I had really bad social anxiety at that point in time. I mean, I had just left community college, and my social anxiety was so bad. It was hard for me to look people in the eye when I talked to them. So after those 2 weeks went by, I did not make any money, just a little bit of tips, because I had to split it between 3 other girls. I gotta put this up to the charger, by the way. So after 2 weeks, I go to work at Vivace, and I find that my name isn't on the clock-in sheet. No one called me up, no one told me, no one let me know. I just went in there at 6 a.m. in the morning to find that my name wasn't on the clock-in sheet. So I called the boss, who wasn't there. He had just scurried off real quickly. And I called him. He unprofessionally, he's just kind of in a very sheepish way, told me that, yeah, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just trying to understand why. Okay? Because I'm actually not doing a bad job for someone who's learning all these different ropes. There's like different ropes here that I'm trying to learn for the very first time. And it's been 2 weeks. Well, I don't even know if it had been 2 weeks all the way. I mean, it didn't seem that long, but it was still the training period and everything, and I was learning. I was really catching steam. Anyway, so I try to get an answer as to why, like, so that I can maybe learn from it, so I know what's wrong with me, so I know what my anyway, he goes on telling me that our customers are scared. You scare customers away because you can't even look them in the eye. And like he said all these things that really hurt my feelings. And so I hung up, I blanked out, I disassociated a little bit, and I hung up on him. I called him back and I apologized, saying that was so unprofessional. I felt really bad about it. And so what he said to me before I could even finish my apology was, I don't like you. I don't like your personality. Okay, this is something I remember almost word by word. I don't like you. I don't like your personality. And if you try coming over here again, we'll file a restraining order. And he said, how dare you hang up on me? And he said that I reminded him of his ex-wife. And when I saw him walk into the cafe one morning, when I was actually training there and everything, he didn't look like a manager, even though it was like a, kind of a scruffy creperie cafe. He did not look like a manager. He looked like someone whose ex-wife left him. He looked like someone who was drinking a lot. really dumpy. So, I mean, none of this has any bearing on me. None of it has anything to do with me, really. He had issues. He wanted an easy hire. He should have hired someone who actually had experience if that's what he was going through, and he didn't even want to bother, you know. He could have just said a few words to me to lift up my confidence, give me some advice, and I would have worked on looking people in the eye and whatever. Wasn't even aware of my social inadequacies. But I got better at that. I went and got a job at Anna Bananas where they treasured me. They treat me like I was a family. They always invited me. I worked there for 10 whole years before they shut down. And I was considered the best barista there. I was passionate about how I made the coffee. I knew everything about the coffee I served. I put in more work and work ethic and passion into my work than anyone who ever worked there. No joke. That's just a fact. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that, the way he behaved and the way the former guy, the guy I mentioned before, the guy who, like, by the way, I trained there for 2 weeks. I was supposed to get paid for that. I didn't even get my tips. I did not get my tips, nor did I get the sum of money I was supposed to make training. And when I talked to people about should I like get an attorney or a lawyer or something, it's like, oh, it's gonna cost you way more to get that attorney or whoever than to get that 2 weeks of payment I was expecting. And they probably knew that. So yeah, that was such a sucky situation. It really made my confidence after that, it tanked. I was lucky to run into a place like Anna Bananas because they were so just kind and, treated me like I was like, treated people like they were people and not just robots. Not just there's some people kind of like my ex who, like, when I got emotional or didn't do something or perform a certain way, the way he wanted me to exactly, like I had to be on his page reading his mind all the time. It was like he compared me to a broken computer that wouldn't work. That you just bash and bash and bash against the wall because it's not working the way he wants it to. That he thought that was such a clever analogy. Sickening, quite frankly. Obviously a female, you dipshit. LADC counselor school. I've never looked into that. What does LADC even stand for? I was with my ex for 4 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. I was his friend for a year, and then we were together as an item for about 4 years. Yeah, we met in college. Community college. Oh, yeah, okay. Mr. Deadpool. Dude, bossy truthy, I'm a man lover. I'm not a man hater. I'm just talking about my bad experiences. I've also had good experiences. I've talked about men who are just wonderful in my life. I think there are bad people and good people. It doesn't matter what gender they are. People who get super defensive like you're probably the type of person who goes around saying that all women suck. It's like no. I don't hate anyone based on their gender or hate anyone for that matter. So, if we're gonna go that route, Yeah, it's like when I thought there might have been a red flag with you a little bit because, Bossy, because you took offense to me not seeing your messages and responding to them right away. When I was obviously, I'm doing one thing and looking at this, you know, it's, and when you go to other live streams, like they got thousands of viewers and thousands of likes and you've got the comments just going one after another, like, and it's like, how he or she keep up with it? You're expecting me to keep up with everything here? Like, I actually do. I do my best. I'm really, it's a multitasking quest here. How do you expect me to? Yeah, Bossy seems like an emotional manipulator. Exactly, Mr. Deadpool. Exactly. I got that red flag from the very get-go. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I apologizing for not reading all their messages when this is like a live stream? Get over, like, wow. You know, it's a bit. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna let Shando out. Okay, you wanna go say hi to the Republic? Go. Busy. I'll be out to take my boy for a walk soon here. But anyway, thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate you. Shando's doing good. He's he heard one of my siblings go out and he wants to go say hi to them now. This is mascara. Oh, baby boy. Don't you worry about a thing, kiddo. I'll be with you momentarily. Momentarily, honey bun. Just let me fix my eyebrows. Did it? Which one? That one over there? The one with the red hair? Well, that's the thing. I don't think that all men apply to one singular behavior, characteristic, or nature. And neither do women. Like, I'm not your average generic, like, woman, and I am a woman, but like I'm also kind of tomboyish, and some people these days especially, or these days only, have a hard time accepting that. They think that like I'm trans or something because I'm not like super girly or I have a strong jawline. It's really weird, and I say that because I'm getting this as a reoccurring question. It's super weird. You can tell I'm obviously a girl, and I think a lot of people try to troll. They're trying to troll, and it's almost like they're using that as an insult, and I think that's very offensive to people who are trans and who are, you know, going through that journey, which obviously is difficult. I know people in my life, very close people in my life who are trans as well. So sorry if my John Travolta chin intimidates some of you guys. Yeah, I don't have, you know, women actually do. I think they do have Adam's apples. They're just a lot smaller. But yeah, I don't have a distinctive anything. I just have a skinny ass neck. I just have a skinny ass neck and some good feminine guns. I mean, I can't sound like a boy no matter how hard I try. Let's see how low I can make my voice. You see, I can't sound like a guy no matter how hard I try. Honestly, it's like something on your larynx. I think it's like you can do this with yeah, it's a little bump here. It's a little bump on. Not every guy has one that's visible either. But some guys have really big ones. Kind of looks like it'd get in the way, you know? Like, imagine if that thing got hit by something. That'd be uncomfortable. Shanda, you want it? Actually, let's look it up. Let's look it up since we're all so curious about the female face and neck. Ah, I love this stuff. Hey, buddy. Hey, kiddo. Hi. Precious one. I just love the way this smells. It smells like minty chocolate. Like a chocolate Andy. Now, do you mind if I close my door a little, honey? Actually, more coffee would be nice. I should make more coffee. Aww. Yeah, I'd be curious to know how old Bossy is. They might just be really, really young and immature. You know what? I'll be right back. I just like a little bit of privacy, honey. Okay. Ooh, don't want to sit in that. I'm going to look up and see if women have Adam's apples just to confirm. Sheesh, I mean, it's probably only because of women that that we're allowed to have pleasure anyway. Let's see here. I gotta be careful about what I say. Shit. Do women have Adam's apples? The third question down. Yes, of course women have testosterone. Not as much though. Yes, women do have Adam's apples. And you know, Kate Middleton's Adam's apple shows just a little bit. And she is drop dead gorgeous. In fact, to me, she is the most beautiful person who ever walked amongst the royals. In my day and age, at least. Princess Diana was gorgeous too, but Princess Kate Middleton is beautiful. Gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. Let me see. Let me see if I can show you guys. They're even, I mean, they're showing her right here. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know who the person here is, but look at that. If I looked like that, people would definitely think that I wasn't born female. But she is. Here we go. There's Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton. Let's see if I can make that bigger if I can. Oh, come on. Let's see if I can make it bigger. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like she has a skinny-ass neck. That could just be a little tiny bit of her Adam's apple there, but like that doesn't look like a manly Adam's apple. That just looks like a skinny-ass neck, kind of like mine. Kind of like mine in a way. She has kind of the same physique, same kind of build that I do. Similar. I'll bet her boobs are a lot bigger though. Okay. Yeah, so anyway. Do men have an Adam's apple? Do all women not have one? All men and women have one. It's merely smaller in women than men. Told you so. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. The proper name of the structure is the laryngeal prominence. I knew it was on the larynx. It had something to do with your larynx. Laryngeal prominence of the thyroid cartilage, the largest cartilage of the larynx voice box. And that's the reason why men have deeper voices, by the way. That's the reason why men have deeper voices. The laryngeal prominence is the anterior attachment of the vocal cords. Its greater size in men is related to the fact that men have longer vocal cords than women, which gives men a deeper voice, longer vocal cords, compared to the long and short strings of a piano. Compare that to the long and short strings of a piano. There you go. There you go. So, you know, I'm sure some men who don't like women very much are threatened by that because they like to think, oh, I'm just Adam's having a big Adam double because I'm so distinctly man. When in fact, actually, we all have it. So you're not that special. You are special in a lot of ways, but not in that way. Not in that way. Yours is just bigger. The apple, indeed. Yeah, exactly, Sandman. Exactly. Don't worry. I'm definitely not doing that. Yeah, I people keep telling me I look like a man, and I'm trying to ignore it for the most part, but when it gets so consistent, like I just know I'm dealing with some insecure guys who can't get laid. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Dobo. I love you too. I love you. I love all my viewers here. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, it looks like they're really trying hard for #1. That's right. Well, thank you. Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, so some women, it has nothing to do with the Adam's apple per se, actually, the deepness of the voice, but from what I read, it seems to have more to do with the length of the vocal cords, or the shape and the length and all that of your vocal cords plays a huge part in that. Well, thank you, Raid the Fairy. I looked at my YouTube analytics, catchy electro music, and it looks like, you can see what percentage of your audience is male and female. It looks like most of my audience is male, but not by a huge margin. It's kind of like, it's like 50 something, 58% male and like 40 something percent female. Like 42% female or something like that. Well, thank you. Yeah, I I enjoy putting on a little makeup here and there. It makes me feel pretty, makes me feel awake, makes me feel like, ready to face the day. But I'm fine. I'm not like gonna obsess over getting old or anything like that. I actually like the look of crow's feet. I don't, however, look forward to having a turkey wobble or, being really, really saggy or anything like that. But I do like laugh lines And I like crow's feet. I think they show character. And women shouldn't fear them. Just, apply some sunscreen to that neck. It would be the best mode of action there. If you want to prevent that sort of aging, yeah, sunscreen. And speaking of which, I should put on a little bit of sunscreen, shouldn't I? This stuff's almost gone. Ooh, I love the way sunscreen smells. It reminds me of the beach. Oh, thank you, Dodge. Yeah, Tupac is a goat for sure. Just imagine, he was so young when he passed away. Imagine what he would have come out with if he were allowed to live into his later years. He'd be what, in his 50s by now? Imagine. Oh dear. Actually, he'd probably be older than that now. He'd probably be like 60 now. Right? Okay, well yeah. How old was he when he croaked? Oh, he was like 25 or something, 27, 25. So he's I think he's like, gosh. Yeah, 10 years younger than my mom. So yeah, he'd be like in his late 50s. It's a little bit of sunscreen. I should remember to apply that more. Well, thank you. What about me looks? I've had a few people compare me to Linda, who from the Terminator, Linda Hamilton. I had a few of you guys compare me to Linda Hamilton. I don't think she looks manly, but she's got a strong jawline like I do. Gosh, man, I never thought I looked like Hayley Williams, but now I'm getting a bunch of. Yeah, I've gone Keira Knightley a lot actually, especially when I was younger. I got a lot of Keira Knightley comparisons. I've gotten Natalie Portman, and I've gotten a lot of Winona Ryder. To get to the chopper. Haley, but I've never gotten Hayley Williams before. Yeah, I think Linda Hamilton's right. Actually, I actually told my dad that, like, I got some people telling me I looked like Linda Hamilton. He didn't even know who that was. I'm like, haven't you seen The Terminator? He's not much of a TV person. So I was like, okay, well, I'll show you a photo of her. You think I look like her? And he's like, nah, you're way prettier. But I wouldn't mind looking like her. I think she has such personality to her looks. But also, like, I showed him some clip of her actually moving or being in movement where she's not posing, and oftentimes that makes a difference. And comparing someone, their expression matters. Expression makes a difference. So he saw her like in motion, said, well, now I can see it. It's kind of funny. Andrew, I don't think I look like Anna Kendrick. she's my lips are a little bit thicker than hers. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, Moose Grave, I'm sorry that happened to you. If I love someone, I'm not leaving them because they're sick or something like that. That just goes to show they were never in love in the first place. No one deserves that. The Mayans predicted that? That's funny. The Mayans predicted Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. What the heck? Well, I don't think I've got any French in me. I am mostly Welsh. Mostly Welsh. I think I've got some Scottish in me. My grandma was so proud of being Dutch for the longest time, but it just so happened she found out she was like Pennsylvania Dutch, which is essentially German, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's funny, like the Welsh are known for their good singing voices. I can't sing to save my life. My grandma's father was full-blown Welsh, and he could sing real well, though. I don't speak any Welsh, no. I haven't even been to Wales. I just have, ancestors. Oh, yeah. The only place I've ever been to outside the U.S. is, Berlin. That's it. Yeah, I do paint. I love painting and drawing and all that. I don't know if I have any known family in Wales. That's an interesting question. Like my great-great-grandfather moved from England to America. I've had a lot of ancestors work at the Union Pacific Railroad. My dad was a locomotive engineer. He's retired. Always wanted to go with him when I was a kid. I begged and I begged. I wanted to be stored away in a suitcase with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches specifically. He's like, no, it's too dangerous. Yep. Pilgrim. I've never seen The Witch. You know what I love? I love that, I think it's Lipton or something. It's like that tea brand. I really like that onion dip and onion soup mix. Some sour cream, just mix in some of that and makes such good onion dip. Yeah, I do have a Welsh face, huh? I probably do because I got a lot of it. A lot. And Christian Bale's full Welsh too. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys few of my paintings if you'd like. I've got some oils and some watercolors. I honestly don't know. I guess you'd know what a Welsh face was if you're around a lot of Welsh people. Probably light brown hairish, light skin, blue eyes. I don't know. Kind of like Danish in a way. I have a little bit of Danish too. Okay, I'll show you my art. This is a oil painting of my best friend. It's oil on panel. Let me get some better lighting for you. If I can here. If I will. Let's see. There we go. Right on the phone there makes it better. Now that's my best friend, Adrian, who passed away in 2021. Bless his heart and rest in peace. Thank you. No, it's my friend Adrian. Not every skinny old man looks like Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe, Sleepy Joe. Okay, let's show you another one, okay? Let's show you another one. This is one of my siblings. Oopsie. And it's just a painting here. Let's show you this. Oh, and I'll show you this one too. This is one of my favorites. I did this one when I was at my grandma's house. I worked on this from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. non-stop, and it's a watercolor with some charcoal and a little bit of gouache. It's John Steinbeck. It's a portrait of John Steinbeck. Thank you. See if you can see a little. I want you guys to see some more detail in there. Guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put my thing up to the charger. I forgot to put my phone up to the charger, guys. Uh-oh, Shando needs to go out and go potty. 1 second, guys, but I wanted to show you that painting there. It's a painting of one of my siblings. Okay, I'm gonna let my dog out. It's up to the charger now, so we shouldn't have too many issues. Yes, we're still here. Sorry, my phone shut down. I gotta go help my dog out. I'll be right back, okay? We have a charger now, okay? We're charging now. It's amazing how much battery this live stream takes. Like I'll have it all the way up to 100%, and then just 1 hour of streaming and it's all the way down to 10. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna help Shando. He's crying. My dog wants me to watch him eat. Oh boy. Hi. Goons are gonna goon, my friend. Oh man. Man, I'm just thinking, if I were rich, what would be the first thing I do? I don't know difference. I don't know him. I don't know him by his username alone, you know? I'd have to see his face to be able to tell. And well, I probably don't want to. I'm making more coffee, by the way. So, hello, Noobish. Greetings. I've been to Germany. It's the only place I've ever been outside of the US, actually. Thank you. Thank you, Guy Frat. What is it, baby? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it is a shame that Tupac had to go. Well, he didn't have to go. It sucks. It really sucks. I mean, imagine what he would have come out with in his middle ages, with all the experience that he accumulated in life, all the good messages he would have been able to share. I mean, imagine like all those musicians who died very young. Imagine the music they would have come out with in their middle and old ages. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. I mean, the list goes on and on. I've never done a Tupac painting, no. I painted a lot of blues musicians, though. I'll show you some of those. I'll show you some of my paintings of. I have a painting. I painted. Oh, who was it? I don't think it was Muddy Water. No, I painted Lead Belly for a friend. It was a commission, and I mean, I have that, an image of that on my Instagram. Which, by the way, the name on my Instagram is the same name that my piano teacher had for me, Anna Katrina Gibson. Anna.Katrina.art is my Instagram. And that's where you can see all my art. But here is a painting of Fats Domino. It's watercolor. That's Fats Domino. And this is Billie Holiday. My painting of Billie Holiday. It's, yeah, watercolor on paper, which I have framed. Oh, thank you. I love painting. And I should get back into it a lot more. I should be doing it every fucking day. I should be doing it every single day, my friend. It would be so good for me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to show you now. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about there. I've never been anyone's runner, if that's what you're referring to. That's weird. Hey, baby. Hi. Hi there, Mama's boy. I'm Mama's boy. I know. I know. I know. You're good. I'm gonna go get more coffee. And when I'm done with my coffee, Shando, we will resume. We will resume. Let me get my coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee. I'll try a different lipstick. Hello. Why, hello, hello, hello. Baby, I know. Are you getting impatient? Oh, let's turn this light on. Oh, no. I guess it was working. Oh, baby. I know. Camera shy, too. I love popcorn. Oh, not in my lungs, though. Yeah, I'm kind of addicted to that vape. Does it really give you popcorn lung? Well, I take off his collar right before he goes to sleep. Because we want his jowls to be all comfortable and not all bunched up in his collar. And so I let him sleep with his neck all nice and loose. Because he's got lots of jowlage. So it's more comfortable for him. But we'll definitely put that on when we go for our walk, just in case that harness malfunctions. After After all, for instance, if we hear a firework off in the distance, there's always the risk of him panicking, getting loose. And if I didn't have a collar for him, then it's like, depending on where we are, he'd probably be able to find his way home, and probably would, but there's always the risk of someone running into him and catching him and thinking, oh, sheesh, he doesn't seem to have a collar or a name, so, it's good for him to have his name tag and all that, no matter where we are. Natalia Dreyer. I've only seen season 1 of Stranger Things like 5 years ago or so. Let me see who that is, because people keep mentioning I look like someone from Stranger Things. I don't know who the hell you're referring to. Natalia Dyer. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see it, kind of. Oh, she's really bony right there. I don't have a face that's that bony. Yeah, I can kind of see it. She looks, she kind of looks like Megan Trainor a little bit, but of course much skinnier. By the way, I hardly even recognize Megan Trainor right now. She looks like a very, 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 very skinny version of Megan Trainor to me. Maybe if it were any other person asking me to do it, I might give it a shot, but I think I'll pass. Out of spite. Shando is chipped. He was all, I got him chipped. I got him at the Humane Society, the Oregon Humane Society. And he was just 2 months old when I got him. And he was very small at that point. He was like 8 pounds or so. Hey, how's it going, $6 man? How's it going? I've never seen that guy who does lives with his shitty toilet lid around his neck. That's pretty gross, my friend. That's pretty disgusting. And it's that shock value that does get views. Not gonna lie. He's doing it for a reason. Just like, Nikocado Avocado did all that idiotic crap to his body because people wanted to see what would ever become of him. I'm not monetized right now. I don't know. I think I have to make a certain amount of subscribers, but people have asked to support me, and I could, if anyone wants to support me here, I really appreciate it, and I would refer you to my PayPal, if anything. Maybe I could set up my Cash App if that's easier, but PayPal seems to work for me. And I just started setting up my what's it called? I'm already forgetting what it's called. Patreon. I know it started with a P. Patreon. I started Patreon. Started Twitch for the first time. A lot of this stuff's quite new to me. What's my Cash App? Okay, I gotta go look that up actually, because I haven't used that thing in years. I don't know. I have no idea, Tito. Don't know what that's about. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nikocado Avocados made me laugh. He is funny. He is funny. It's just water weight. Deeper scrapers. No, I think he actually got fat. He just stopped sending out current videos for a while. He just, he had a whole backup of old videos where he looked the same way. And then when people least expected it, he came out with showing that he lost like 200 pounds or something. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I try to acknowledge, I really try to acknowledge everyone's questions. It's probably not possible for me the more viewers I get, but I'll do my best. It's probably you know, it's usually when I'm busy putting on my makeup or something that I miss out on some of you guys. So my apologies. Yeah. Exactly, Raid the Fairy. That's pretty much what he did. I'm doing good. Waiting for my coffee to cool down. And then I'll take my dog out for a stroll. And then I'll make some dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna make for dinner though. Bonjour. I was a heroin addict for 6 years, Tristan. I've been clean since 2023. Thank you. It's been a lot of work, but worth it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll be clean for 3 years come February 28th. Oh wow. I can't even imagine. That sounds like hell, Tweakles. I know. I know, like the whole I don't get it. Like when I was a heroin addict, I forgot to brush my teeth a lot too. Or not even just forgetting, but neglecting it. It's just awful. It's one of the things I regret the most about it because I used to have absolutely perfect, healthy teeth. Absolutely. Thank you, Tito. And that's why I quit because I know I've got better things in this life to live for. It is. It's a it's an absolute prison. Thank you. Alcohol is so hard, and not only that, but it's dangerous when you have a high tolerance and you want to get off of it and you have to go through the withdrawal. That's dangerous. Like I was dealing with alcoholism and withdrawal from that too when I tried substituting it for the heroin. Um, like that was pure hell because I had no idea I was dealing with alcohol withdrawal at that time. Like my my jaw would start like glitching, like I had that like I had like waggle jaw every time I tried to talk. I couldn't hold a pen steady. I couldn't do anything steady. I was like having little tiny minor glitches, aka probably seizures. Like my brain was acting all weird, and I had no idea I was dealing with that. I was terrified. Alcohol, I'd rather go through heroin withdrawal despite it being way more painful, physically painful, and not even it's not even a localized pain. It's a bone deep pain all over your body. I'd rather go through that for a week than go through alcohol withdrawal cuz heroin withdrawals never killed anyone. So far as I know. But alcohol, it's well known. It's a well-known fact that it can kill you. Alcohol withdrawal. Yeah, it's weird. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, alcohol's mental. Feels like you're losing your mind. Feels like you're going crazy. And I'd rather endure physical pain for a week than lose my mind. Alcohol withdrawal causes seizures. It hurts your heart. I mean, I know it kills, but I'm not sure exactly how it kills. But it's miserable. And look it up, actually. Look it up. Why does alcohol withdrawal kill? Like how? How does alcohol withdrawal kill you? Reddit. Okay, so alcohol is a depressant, meaning it slows your brain down like putting a brake on. When you drink a lot for a long time, your brain gets used to this brake and adjusts so it's back to normal. This is called tolerance. If you stop drinking suddenly, it's like you've been doing a burnout in a car and you take the brake off. Because your brain has adjusted to the presence of the brake, removing it makes it go into overdrive. This is called withdrawal. Same happens with any other drug, but this is different. To prevent this from happening, you need to keep drinking. This is called dependence. If you stop too suddenly, your brain and body going into overdrive means you get symptoms like sweating shakes, then eventually seizures and delirium as your brain goes overactive. This can lead to death. So yeah, from the seizures, from your brain going into overdrive. Tremens, yeah, I had tremors. God, that was so miserable. Oh, I'm drinking coffee. I'm just waiting for it to cool down, man. Cool. Maybe it is cool now. Just a little bit too hot. I like it when it's sort of lukewarm. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're still selling that eggnog. You can mix it in with it. I mean, I think some people can drink and some people can't, and I'm one of those people who probably shouldn't ever drink. Restless legs and insomnia. Oh, that's terrible. I've had that issue. And it is hard to watch. It's hard to watch. I mean, one person in my family who went through it, I never saw them go through it because they didn't want anyone to see them go through that. Hey, Christopher. Sure, we can be friends. I mean, I guess it all depends. But yeah, thanks for coming to my live stream. I'm surprised I didn't break my teeth. I supposedly curb stomped myself one time when I was blackout drunk. Woke up in some strange man's bed, told me not to look in the mirror. I did anyway, and I had a whole scab goatee going on. The whole inside of my mouth all bloody. My upper lip was like so big and swollen, looked like I got like a duck got punched in the face. He told me that I curb stomped myself when I was trying to tie my shoes. He didn't seem like a bad guy though. But honestly, it makes me wonder, since none of my teeth got damaged, all of them were intact, I was just like bloody all on the inside, everywhere here. I had to wonder whether or not, like, they were angry when I was too blackout drunk to cooperate with what they were trying to get out of me, if you know what I mean. Because they took me back to their place. Who knows? Who knows? I'll never remember that. I'll never know exactly precisely what happened. I honestly have doubts as to whether or not I curb stomp myself. Because I would think that my teeth would be chipped if I smacked my face that hard on the cement. You know what I mean? Not a single tooth was damaged. Just the whole inside and outside of my mouth were big, swollen, and bloody. I've been sober. Well, I mean, and I used that alcohol as a substitute for the heroin when I was going through that. That was so bad, and every now and then, like on New Year's, I did have a drink, but it didn't go overboard. I did feel like crap in the morning though. I don't drink anymore if I can help it. It's like I try to stay away from it. It's definitely not an everyday occurrence. It's kind of rare. And I try to stay away from the hard alcohol. Yeah, pretty sus. It wasn't puke. I had a whole scab on all over my face, and it was like the whole inside of my lip was swollen and bloody because it was like ripped. Like the skin was ripped from whatever. It honestly did not look like I got curb stomped, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I was too drunk to feel any pain on my teeth or anything, pain anywhere. Definitely was drunk as a skunk, but the whole situation was pretty suspicious to me. I don't know. There's no way I can tell. Yeah, and it's probably better that I don't remember exactly. That's a sad, and it's sad to say, but yeah, it's probably best I don't remember. Just like with that, there was an incident where I was blackout drunk. I went to some guy's home. Um, a much older dude, like 20 years older than me or something. Uh, and I woke up in the morning to find that he had, there's actually proof. There was proof that he took advantage of me when I was blackout drunk. I looked down there to find that he had shaved me. And I'm thinking, what a creep. What a creep. For in so many different ways, not just one way. He's a creep for doing that to me in my sleep, in my drunken, blacked out state. Well, you know what? I don't care about you being in this live stream. Why are you even here, Difference King? This is a live stream where we talk about recovery and addiction. And, we talk about our war stories and how we got here. And, it's about encouraging other people to avoid doing make the same mistakes that I did. It's whatever. Yeah, why don't you F off, I'm gonna report you again. Harassment and bullying, yeah. Report. Oh yeah, this is harassing me. Report. Okay. What a jerk. Yeah, some of these guys are really weird. And I want to hear people's stories so that, I can help or respond however I can. It's good to be open and honest and to have someone to share these things with, I think. It's not good to keep it bottled up. Yeah, that's the thing, we talk about all kinds of addictions, even ones that I can't relate to, like corn addiction. I cannot relate to that because I was never an addict to that. I've never really been into it. But I know some people who are, and it's a struggle for them because it's an obsession and it takes over their lives. Yeah, difference is a weirdo. So you're being rude to me, Difference King, and you're being very manipulative. Well, yeah, shout out to Nick Gurr for beating cancer. That is awesome. Congratulations. Oh, wow. Teddy, wow. Yeah, sometimes it really takes an extreme sort of wake up call like that to quit s- stuff that's harming us. Unfortunately, for me, it took hitting rock bottom, and I want people to know that it should never get to that point. Wow, raid the ferry. Yeah, you see, when it makes you lose your job, then then you know you have an issue. It was pretty much when I got suspended from my job and everything. I was like, okay, I better change now. I should have done that a long time ago, though. Would never had to probably deal with all this stuff if I had quit a lot earlier. In fact, I should have quit. I should have quit doing heroin. Right, like that year I went to Berlin. I was like, I had to stop doing it. So I should have quit right then and there when my tolerance wasn't so bad. But it was like, even when I was there in Berlin, I was trying to score. I'd go to these kind of seedy bars. There was this one I went to at like 8 a.m. in the morning. And I felt like I was in the right place because I saw a bunch of people nodding out around there. You know, a person here told me if I'm looking for it in Berlin, I want to talk to so and so back there. So I talked to so and so back there, and they offered me to take me to a place where their dealer would come up, and I bought them a couple beers. We sat there by a convenience store, but she never came for me, so I never got any. But gosh, imagine, I mean, I could have gotten involved with anyone in a different country. Just so sketchy, man. So it was so sketchy. I'm lucky to be alive, honestly. I had the survival instincts of a goldfish when I was using. I had no fear, and that's not good. If I get anyone's names mixed up with my responses or my I apologize. Yeah, well, boss, you're being weird. And so is whoever Difference King 1, he's being weird too. So, he's saying one thing and then he's saying another. He's really trying to manipulate. Oh, thank you, Gordon. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I did go to Germany. I went to Berlin for art. I went to the the Hamburger Museum of Contemporary Art. I went there. Um, I stayed at the Bonhauer Plaza, like a more posh district, and then after the class left, I stayed at another hostel with in a room of three other dudes. It was like bunk beds, and everyone was pretty chill and pretty nice. There was one guy, one of my roomies, had an issue with this guy, and it was kind of like it rotated all the time. People were just coming and going. one of the guys had like a thick Irish accent, and he got so pissed at one of their bunkmates because they would just come in at any all times of the night, just flick on the lights and just they did a lot of they grunted a lot and they huffed and they puffed and they didn't really say much other than that, but they were just kind of they weren't that considerate of my other bunkmates. I you know I The cool thing about Berlin was they had a really cool nightlife. If I were, When I was bored at 3 in the morning, I would take the streetcar down to the club. I think the club I went to was called the Matrix, and I went there. That was a fun experience because it was the only time I ever went to a club. I've never I never really went clubbing when I was younger, so I kind of wanted to try it, and that was fun ish. It wasn't really my cup of tea. I wasn't really drinking at that time. I stayed away from alcohol around that time, which I will say, however, that during the first day that we went to Berlin, we were given the tour. We walked like probably like 20 miles that day. We were stopping by every single place with our teachers, granted, and just drinking anything that was given to us. So I was pretty drunk by the end of that day, and it was fun. That was actually fun, and it was before I ever became an alcoholic. And at that point in time, I could have a bottle of Jack Daniels in my cupboard just as a security blanket sort of thing, and it could stay up there for forever, for a year, for longer, until someone else found it in my family and drank it instead of me. The only time I got addicted to alcohol was when I tried substituting it instead of the heroin, for the heroin. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I mean, I only went there to visit, so I'm sure there are cons to Berlin as well, just like with a lot of places. I want to live somewhere that's not so damn liberal. Thank you, guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Robadodo. Why did I shave my head? Because it was comfortable, because I thought I'd be able to pull it off. Hey, I'm doing good, Joshua. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you for coming. How you doing? And by the way, I realized, Joshua, that I accidentally call you Justin sometimes. I'm sorry, I get those names mixed up. So, Joshua. I gotta not make that mistake. So many guys' names start with J names. So many popular guys' names start with J. Well, thank you. Thank you, Teddy. I I do. I take some opioid medication. I take Suboxone, and I'm 5'7". The Blue Baron. I'm 5'7". Yes, I'm drinking coffee, Mason. Yes, Joshua, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. Just you don't need to go overboard with deleting messages if they're even if they're a little bit annoying. But if people are derogatory and inappropriate and hurtful to other people, not just because they have an opinion, that's okay. I mean, people can disagree, but if someone starts using the N words or telling me I look like a man or something, that's just useless, stupid. Um, it's trolling at its worst. Yeah, yeah. You can just be my guest and thank you for eliminating that crap. We don't need that. We don't need that spam. Or that guy who keeps telling me to dance or belly dance or whatever. It's like, no, not for you. Huh. Well, thank you, the Blue Baron. I didn't think so either. I did not think I looked like a man. And I think whoever's saying that's insecure because they have a chin like this. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Robododo, I am weaning down from it as we speak. I used to have to take 3 8 milligram strips per day. Now I'm at 2.5, which, yeah, it's still a lot. Yeah, no doubt. Well, thank you. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, I just showed I just showed you guys some of my art, but here, I'll show you some. I'll show you one of my watercolors here since I have it right next to me, and oh, I have these too. There's John Steinbeck. It's a watercolor. Let me know if you'd like to see more, but I'll show you my Billie Holiday and Fats Domino. I wanted to make a whole series of my favorite blues musicians. And you can go to my Instagram at anna.katrina.art to see more of my artwork. That's Billie Holiday. Yeah. And there's a Fats Domino. Yeah. I love blues music. I love Muddy Waters, Lead Belly, Howlin' Wolf, Fats Domino, Billie Holiday, Nina Simone. Actually, I have a painting of Nina Simone that I practically just finished. It does need a few more touches, but let me show you what my work in progress on Nina Simone. It has a little more work to be done, but Nina Simone. I like experimenting with abstract art. I'm best at representational or semi-representational, particularly portraits. But I do enjoy landscapes, and I enjoy doing abstract work too. Oh, I have actually drawn Bob Dylan. I've painted a unfinished painting of Bob Dylan. I love Howlin' Wolf. Smokestack lightning. Oh, I should do Chester Bennington. Oh, that would be such a good one because I could really capture that raw emotion ripping out of his throat. That'd be such a good one. Because I loved Linkin Park when I was a teenager. I bought their album. I think I had like 3 of their albums or some, which isn't that much, but for me, it was like the most out of any artist I had in albums. I did have a lot of Hilary Duff when I was a kid, though. She's not that bad. She's not that bad. She's not as good as Britney, but she's our 2000s queen. I love Howlin' Wolf too. He's one of my favorites as well. Amy Winehouse. Oh yeah, I love her too. I'd love to paint her. I would love to have a setup for my phone so that I can have my, you know, the camera hanging over my art, and you guys can watch me live stream my work, my process. Hey. Oh, would I rather have a hummingbird or a kiwi bird? Probably a kiwi bird. Kiwi bird, because they wouldn't be able to fly away from me. They don't have wings. And they're cute. As a pet, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have a pet kiwi bird, I think. If like, I mean, this is probably not the right environment for it. They probably prefer more like tropical or subtropical, or, you know, like maybe even desert. I'm not sure what their habitat is, but they're a marsupial, right? They're like, aren't they from Australia or New Zealand? Yeah, I think I'd, but if that wasn't an issue, I'd want a kiwi. How old am I? I'm 34, going on 35 come February. I'm gonna be 35 in February. Yeah. Because we wanted to eat all the dodos for food. But I think it's gonna be one of the, you know, one of the first out of many animals to get cloned, probably. Yeah, Amy Winehouse was a beautiful soul. You know that concert footage where she's just like hugging herself, and she just looks like she's lost. She's completely in a different world. That was so heartbreaking. It was one of the last time she was ever seen live. It was really tragic what happened to her and how people treated her when she was dealing with addiction. She didn't have the support and the protection she needed. She needed warmth and love and support, and she just got people acting like hyenas around her. I remember when that happened. And that's like my mom always talked about Amy Winehouse, like she knew that this girl wasn't gonna live past 30, and she was right. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose that would be bringing back the dodo other than just like awe. It's a cool looking bird, not gonna lie. Might end up being my favorite bird, who knows. I like puffins. Puffins keep the same, they're monogamous, they keep the same mate, and like they'll go off on long sea journeys, and then they'll come back to their old home where their mate is waiting for them with their kids, and they bring back the food to their babies after, like, I don't know how long they're gone, but they're gone for a long time. But they always come back to the same mate, and it's so touching. You should check out Puffins slash David Attenborough or something. They're really cool. Puffins are legit. Ooh, I like chickadees too. And toucans are awesome. I saw a guy with a pet toucan on YouTube. Probably have to have a really special license for that sort of thing. Because that beak that can bite your hand off really easily. I mean, how much pressure per square inch does a toucan have? Probably a ton. Yeah, puffins are my favorite birds. And I like ducks too. I really like ducks and bald eagles. Hell yeah. So many cool birds out there. Oh, and crows. Corvids are so smart. They're the smartest birds. They'll remember a face, a human face, recognize it. They'll go around telling all their buddies and spreading their teachings down throughout their generation. So all the birds in the neighborhood will recognize this one person who was like caught by this other bird. Like this one crow recognizes someone because I don't know, the person pissed them off. They go around telling all their friends, and now every bird in town knows who this person is. That's how smart they are. Crows can be pricks, but they're freaking smart, and they teach their young a lot, in very similar ways to how school teachers teach human children. It's kind of rare to see a bald eagle, but I've seen one too in the wild. It's pretty cool, unless I was mistaken. Well, thank you. Thank you, Tito. That's the thing. I try to make the best out of the situation when I have control of it. I ask myself, what am I able to control? What am I able to improve? What am I able to escape from? What am I able to discard? And what am I able to accept? Toucans only have a 25 Newton bite force? That's like 5 pounds per square inch. That's not much at all. Might be because of how big and awkward their beak is, you know? Maybe the pressure distribution is a little, is kind of off compared to other birds. I know that what do you call, like, African grays, the smartest parrot in the world? Those birds have a very strong bite force. Yeah, I think people used to use birds a lot before we had the postal service. Pigeons. We used to just love pigeons. We used to just appreciate them to death. Now we act like they're rat birds. Well, I don't know what to say to Difference King, because one minute he's saying I love you, and the next minute he's trolling. So I just no. Oh really? I didn't know that about bald eagles. Are one of only birds that are one of only birds that are in all upper 48 states. Interesting. Which 2 states are they not found in though? What 2 states are bald eagles not found in then? Because I'm curious. Hyenas do have strong bites, and they have a very, very mean matriarchy where it's like, it's so mean. They like all the male members of their tribe get only the bone for dinner. Like it's a whole hierarchy. They have like a queen, and you have the queen's favorite female, and then like female, 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 and then the males are all at the bottom. And all the females eat first, and then the males are forced to eat only the bone scraps. I mean, and they get bullied.
It's so mean. It's so mean. Makes me sad. Kind of makes me sad, actually. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, Roman Carthage, Dav. Oh yeah, I read about that somewhere. That's awesome. We've used animals in war quite a bit. And it's nothing short of fascinating. War dogs, war pigs. We'd set pigs aflame. We would set pigs on fire to scare away the war elephants. Thank you, Tito. I'll I'll do my best. I should be working on my painting anyway, you know. It makes me so happy. It's my zone. Rogaine doesn't work for them. You're funny. Yeah, aren't they in Alaska? The only state without bald eagles is Hawaii, huh? Well, that makes sense. Well, yeah, I would think Alaska would have a lot of eagles. I never really listened to a lot of Biggie's music, but I do love him. I do like him when I do hear him. I was more of a Tupac gal, but I should get more into Biggie's music again. It's been a long time since I've listened to his music, actually. If I stop Suboxone, Fry from it, you will go for withdrawal. It's not going to be as intense and painful as heroin withdrawal, but it'll be a lot longer. It'll stretch out a lot longer, and if I were to, and it's not good for you to quit all at once. You've got to taper down because it will suck all the calcium from your bones. Um, it's really bad for you to quit it all at once like that. I know someone who's close to my sister who did that, and they're kind of weakened from it. So it lasts a longer time, puts you out of commission, but it keeps you away from the heroin because it acts as a like a block. It blocks the heroin from reaching your opioid receptors, and if you ever do heroin while you're on Suboxone, you'll go through something called precipitated withdrawal. So you're not gonna feel the effects of the heroin if you try it while you're doing Suboxone. You're just gonna get sick. You're just gonna go through withdrawal right away, and it'll take a longer time. Yeah, bald eagles are gorgeous. Yeah, imagine what a sight to see that would be, to see all those elephants running off, spooked by all those flaming pigs. I love going fishing. Fishing. I haven't gone in so long, but I would say it's one of my favorite things to do ever. I love fishing. Hey, good evening to you too. I took some Chinese, but I can't read that. I forget. Isn't that the emotional radical? I forget how that's pronounced. Gosh, that's one of those ones I should remember. But yeah, UI Trump, thank you so much. Yeah, today's been pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty relaxing. I love Jimmy Buffet, especially his hamburger song or cheeseburger. Sorry, that's very important. That distinction. Cheeseburger in paradise. I forget how the rest of it goes. Learning to mend my carnivorous habits. Nearly turning Saturday. Na 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 sunflower seeds.
Da 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 da. Smoking them, soaking them rays. Time. I need to look up the lyrics. When I'm in port, I get what I need. Oh, time. Sailors these days. When I'm in port, I get what I need. Not just Havanas or bananas or daiquiri, but that American creation on which I feed. Cheeseburger in paradise. La 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 with an onion slice. Yo, I'm back. Sorry. You know what, guys? My charger's not even able to keep up anymore. It just shut down. So just so you guys know, if hi. I'm back. It did. My phone died. Even though it's attached to the charger, the charger's not keeping up with how much this live stream drains the battery. Hi there. Hi Rubadodo. Hey Mason. Hi everyone. Hi Difference. Hi Dav. Hi Martin. Hi everyone. Yeah, my phone needs to charge for a while if we don't want this to happen again, okay? If it ever just shuts off randomly like that while I'm in the middle of saying something especially, just know it's the battery. And I'm going to be right back. If not, at least to tell you guys, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you. Like, you guys are going to help my channel make it big. And I never ever thought that could happen. It took me like a year to make 400 subscribers, and now I have 800 over the course of 12 days. So thank you. I know I just need to be consistent. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live stream just to give my phone a break. It is getting overheated. I'm gonna let it charge, and I should take my dog for a walk and all that. And yeah, get some fresh air. All right. So I came back to basically, yeah, I will come back, and I just wanted to say thank you. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Catch you guys later, okay? I would love to do a dog walk stream. It'd be much better if I had a selfie stick so it wasn't like bumping everywhere. But I do need to leave this phone on the charger and let it cool down a little bit, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Zhong English. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm weaning down from that Suboxone. You know, I should let you guys know approximately when I'm gonna be back. Probably for around 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock if my 5:30. 5 or 5:30, okay? Catch me around that time. Between 5 and 5:30. All right? Okay. Catch you guys later. Thank you very much. Bye now. Yeah, the estimated time I should be back live streaming is 5:30ish. Okay? I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you so much.